Hi and welcome. Thank you for watching. I'm George Pierce, and this video is the 7th video in our affiliate marketing training series. And what we're going to be covering are monetizing our review, which is optional. We're also going to be covering creating our video, and we've got several different ways that we can do the video, which I'll share with you. So these are the two things. As far as monetizing, I am in favor of monetizing a review site. I'm not in favor of monetizing a sales page. Technically, as I mentioned earlier, the review site is technically a sales page, but in our visitor's mind, it is a review site. So monetization may have two pluses in that it makes our review site look legitimate. Looks like a review site because there are ads, there are banners, and so on, and it also can make us money. What I recommend, some of the ways to monetize your site that I would recommend or suggest: ClickBank, of course. You should already be a member of ClickBank, and Amazon. There's a lot of books about weight loss, so I can usually find a specific book or at least some other weight loss books. So that's a pretty easy source to put some quick monetization on there. And most people trust Amazon. Most people are willing to click on Amazon, and they're not reluctant to click Amazon like they might be reluctant to click maybe other places. Market Health. You may not be familiar with Market Health. They've been around forever. They're easy to hook up with. I don't believe there's an approval process. In other words, once you join, I believe you're already approved, and you can pretty much sell just about any of their products. They have quite a variety of products. They are all kind of health related, but health products do work well with almost any niche. So anyway, Market Health, and the commission on most of their products is roughly, we'll say 50%, somewhere in that ballpark, 30 to 70, let's say, but typically around 40 to 50%. Rakuten, that used to be LinkShare. They're supposedly the biggest in the world. And Rakuten is not, it took me maybe 2 or 3 times before they accepted me. So Rakuten may not accept you, and I don't mean to be smart. If you're brand new, you're not established, well, that may not be, you may or may not get approved. And then once you get approved with Rakuten, you still usually have to get approved with most of the affiliates that are on Rakuten. So when you apply for affiliation, and you will typically know within 3 days if you've been approved or not. If you're not approved, do not let it bother you. CJ, which is the old Commission Junction, CJ by Conversant, has got a lot of different products, and most of those are tangible products. Tangible products are usually a little lower commission, but usually a lot less reluctancy when it comes to clicking that link. So a better chance maybe of getting the click-throughs and perhaps getting the sales. Flex offers an excellent source for monetization. They've got 10,000 and some odd affiliates. CB Pro Ads. That's commission. That's ClickBank Pro Ads. I can leave a link to all these below if you want. But the idea of CB Pro Ads is that they have like widgets that you can put on your site, and you don't have to worry about the ad running out. What I like about CB Pro Ads is I don't have to keep going back and changing the ads and keeping things up to date. The widget does it for me automatically. So, and they have quite a few. I mean, they've got all the products on ClickBank that are available for you, and quite a few different ways that you can set up these widgets. It's not just like one widget. You've got dozens of widgets that you can use. So you can actually use different widgets in different places on your site and so on, and people aren't even going to know that it's the same as CB Pro Ads because there's a diversity in the widgets. Cell Health is another one that you might want to consider. Depends again on your niche. You can easily type in whatever your niche is, with the word affiliates, and most likely, or products, or what have you. Type that into your search box, and most likely you're going to come up with a whole mess of affiliates that you can apply for and join and sell their products. What I'm going to do next is take you to the review site, and I'll show you without ads and with ads. So I've taken us to where I've posted these. This is with ads. Now, something that I do, you do not have to do this, but I do it just because I do a little bit of business with Google, or maybe more than a little bit, but I do some business with Google. So anyway, I do not want to make Google unhappy. So anytime I have an advertisement, it's going to say advertisement, advertisement. These are from ClickBank, Paleo Diet. Yes, that's ClickBank. ClickBank. This is Jim Rowley, I think. And this is, of course, the with advertisement. This is without ads. And you can see what I've done is I usually do about 600 wide, 640 perhaps. I added another column, about 200, 300 wide. I think this is 250. And then what I did is I added content, additional content, so that the ads, it's not all ads. All ads, to me, they're going to definitely be what I call ad blind. They're going to be ad blind, banner blind, whatever you want to call it. But when you add content and relative content, so I'm adding more information about capsaicin, which I simply went to the search engine, went to the search box, and got more information about capsaicin. So I added more information about capsaicin and chili peppers, and does it burn fat, and so on. I'm also adding burn fat, capsaicin. I'm adding chili pepper. Anyway, I'm adding more. This is from Market Health. Simply go to Market Health, join them, and you can get the HTML on dozens and dozens of different products. So I added this on the right-hand side. I added very little. I did add a little bit of ads again at the top. I think I added a couple of small ones in the middle. As we scroll down, I added very little. This is the Mayo Clinic. Now, you will need to get this if you wanted to do Mayo Clinic. It's probably available through Flex Offers. I'm not sure, but or maybe also CJ. I do it through Rakuten, and I'm not. You may or may not qualify for that. The 2-week diet is that is ClickBank. You can qualify for most of these, and I'm not going to put like the 2-week diet. Not that that's a bad diet, but I'm going to put something like Mayo Clinic or Weight Watchers, or whatever, on the main page here, because I want this to really look legit and not like they're being hustled. And with Mayo Clinic, to me, that adds to the legitimacy, since Mayo Clinic is certainly legit. Again, the positives and so on. Essentially, this has not changed much. Little tiny ad here, Vapor 2.5 channel. That's a text ad. Text ads actually work quite well. As you can see, I didn't add much ads to the text. I added one more ad at the bottom, which is a video, and this is the Ketosis Cookbook. I think you will need to be approved for the Ketosis Cookbook. I don't believe you'll have any problem getting approved for that. That is through ClickBank, so you'll have to go through ClickBank, but Ketosis, I think you got to get approved before they're going to let you sell their stuff. But you can get I simply did the video, and then a link below, of course, to, and that naturally has my ClickBank ID. So that's simply the way that and you can actually keep on going. I could fill this all the way in if I wanted to. Juice by Julie, I think, is Rakuten also. But this, again, what I did here, I could have added all ads. A long time ago, I would have just put all ads in here. Okay, and in my opinion, this is a better way to do it. What I did is I added content and some ads. So I broke up the content with ads, or I broke up the ads with content, however you want to look at it. But the content is going to draw those eyeballs over to that right-hand side of the page. Now, technically, the best place to put your ads, the hottest place to put your ad is right here, and actually on the left-hand side, not the right-hand side. But it also can be pushy, almost like an insult. It can alienate your readers when they're on the left-hand side. So it can almost have a negative effect because they feel like they've landed on a sales page. It's no longer a review. You're just trying to sell them something, and that's the problem that you run into when you do this stuff. So what you can also do is what's called a split test. You can run a website with ads and run a website without ads and see which one converts better. So these are just some of the tips that I want to share with you because they're going to help you to keep your visitors on your page. And of course, the longer your visitors will stay, the better chance that they've got of clicking through to your affiliates. So you can monetize, you can not monetize. Again, that's your decision. Now, the next step is, of course, to create, finish, proofread, etc., and post your review on your web page. The next step is to create a video. Okay, so what I want from YouTube, I've got a choice of different options. Your video can send visitors, viewers, directly to the affiliate. That's one option. We can do a complete and total review on the video and send them directly to the website. Essentially what I do is I skim over what I'm going to share on the website. I'll also leave a link directly to the affiliate. I'm going to probably leave 2 links. One is to drive traffic to the website. Because I have a weight loss website, okay, they may or may not go with Flat Belly Fix, but if I can get them to the website, I've got maybe 100 other diets that they can look at, plus exercise programs and so on and so on. So there's an awful lot of other products that they can look at, and a lot of other information. So I've got a chance of getting them to join my mailing program and so forth. So that is typically what I do. But if you only have one review for the moment, then I wouldn't necessarily send them to that review site. I'd send them probably directly to the affiliate. Now, after you post maybe 10 or 12 reviews, you might want to start sending them to a regular website where you have all those together as a weight loss website or a health watch website or a lose weight website or whatever you want to name your website. And that way you're going to be sending traffic to the website. You're also, when you send traffic to your website, it gives you and I a chance to do what's called email capture. We can get that email address, and then we've got a chance, once we get them on our mailing list, we've got a chance to follow up and maybe do additional sales. If they don't buy, we've got a chance to sell them other stuff. Even if they do buy, we've got a chance to sell them other stuff. So it's an additional way to make money because we've got them to join our mailing list. So there's advantages to sending them to your site, but initially I would probably recommend that you send them directly to the affiliate. Once you get several different reviews in place, then it's time to consider email marketing. You will find a link below to the Internet Marketer Training Center, and there you will find information about email marketing, which will help you if you want to build a list. It's something that I highly suggest and recommend. It's something that you really should do and almost must do, is to build a list. But when you're brand new, whoa, one step at a time. Don't try to do too many things. I think that's one of the problems that I had and still have, is that I try to do too many things at once. I think that's why I floundered for so long, why it took me so long to actually make money, because I was trying to do everything, and then nothing worked. So I was a jack of all trades, but I was a master of none. And you do have to kind of master this stuff in order for it to work. So go a step at a time, master driving traffic to your affiliate, master driving traffic to, master your building review sites, building review videos, and driving traffic to website, to your affiliates. Then maybe when you're ready, take the next step. So the next step, again, is to create the video. Now, the way that I would recommend that you create a video is simply, again, use your review as an outline, or as a script. Now, you've got two ways to handle that, so to speak. The way that I would recommend and suggest is that you do something like I'm doing with you, get in front of the camera and do a review, and then maybe do a screencast and go over some of the things on your website. That is what I would recommend. But I do know that a lot of you, I'm not sure what the percentages are, but I do know that a lot of folks are very unfond. They're not very fond of getting in front of that camera. They're not fond of getting on YouTube. That's really not what they're wanting to do. They want to do affiliate marketing, but they don't want to do that video stuff. Okay? I made a video actually about that, and I'll give you a link below. A couple of ways that you can actually get on YouTube without getting in front of the camera. Since you already have the website, you can easily do a screencast. You can include a video if you want. You can include the web. You can run the webcam, in other words, as you're doing your screencast. If you choose to, you can also. You don't have to. You can do it without it. And as far as creating the video, I'm going to include Screencast-O-Matic. This is a free screencast. You will have a small watermark, very small. So I lived with a Screencast-O-Matic watermark for at least a year and a half. I've used it. I love it. It's excellent. Does quality work, and you get up to 15 minutes of screencast. And then I went to the paid version, which I'm very happy with as well. And I have a paid version of Screencast, but I've kind of moved up to Movavi now, which I'm extremely happy with. But Screencast-O-Matic is free or paid, and it's a one-time fee if you go paid. And I think when I purchased, I think it was $29. Maybe it's more now. This was a few years back, but it's an excellent tool. What it allows you to do is, again, to capture. You can go to your website and scroll along. It also highlights what you're talking about and so on. So it's an excellent tool to help you to do a video review of your website. But as you're doing the review of the website, you're really doing the review. And of course, instead of sending it to the website, there's a link below, of course, which will take you to Flat Belly Fix, so you can learn more. If you do a regular video, then of course you can use your laptop or your phone to do the video part, so you don't have to invest in expensive equipment, at least not just yet. And then you can still use the Screencast-O-Matic for your website. And there's other excellent screencast products out there that are free. The only thing is that most of them, I think, are going to limit you to about 10 minutes or maybe even less. And what I liked about Screencast-O-Matic is that the free version allowed me 15 minutes. And again, there's plenty of free products, as well as products like OpenShot, Shotcut, for example. These are video editing tools that are fantastic and free. They don't do the screen capture. Again, Screencast-O-Matic can do that, but they still do some incredible video editing and just about anything you'd want, and they're free. So you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money, but you do want to do those videos, and you really do want to do them for your own benefit, because they're going to mean more traffic, they're going to mean more views, they're going to mean more eyeballs are going to be on your affiliate, and that's going to put more money in your pocket. So you're going to make more sales. So this is an excellent way to get more sales. In our next video, we're going to be covering marketing. And that might take several videos because it's so important. Marketing is the key to affiliate marketing. Marketing is going to be what's going to make the money. Marketing is what's going to make all this happen. There's a lot of fantastic ways that are available to you at no cost. All you got to do is put in a little bit of effort. That's it. All you got to do is put in a little bit of effort, and you will get some big results. So little effort, big results. That sounds good to me. So that's a good reason to stay tuned. And now, if you haven't joined us, if this is the first time watching, or if you haven't joined us yet, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, because that way you're not going to miss out on these videos. I'm still a couple of videos probably away from the end of this series, but at least when they come out, when they're published, you'll be the first to know if you're subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Give us a like while you're at it, if you wouldn't mind. Make a comment if you want. And again, ring that bell so you won't miss out. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Allow me to wish you much success.